Hey guys, BadInfos here, and this is GTA San Andreas. In this video I'll show you all the hidden snapshot locations in the game, including all the areas surrounding them, and we'll pinpoint this spot on the map so you get a better understanding where each one is located. It's possible to collect them all at the beginning of the game, before you even pass the first mission. However, I suggest not doing that because taking pictures at constant 4 stars is not easy. Instead, you can do it right after you pass the green Saber mission, which unlocks the countryside. Traveling to San Fierro does not give you a wanted level, and you have infinite ammo in your camera. I also suggest doing it at night, because you can see a small light where the snapshot would normally spawn. I'll be doing this guide in the daytime so you guys can see the surroundings better. In GTA San Andreas we have 50 snapshots total, and they're all located in San Fierro. In order to take a picture you need a camera. If you're doing this later in the game, an easy location is in front of the Doherty garage in the train station. Point it at the exact location and a little icon will appear. That's what you need to screenshot. With that said, let's begin the snapshot hunt. The first one I'm gonna go for is on the bottom of San Fierro. Just look for this huge bridge. At the very center of it, point your camera upwards and you can see the icon First Snapshot. This is the entrance to the airport. Just look for this huge plane, point your camera and you can see the icon. This is the airport. Here you can see 3 fuel cans. Between the second and third one you can see the icon and also a rocket launcher location. Again, in the airport you're gonna find this huge radio tower. Just point your camera upwards to the very top. I'm currently right next to the freeway. Here we can see a bunch of weird looking rocks. If you point your camera upwards, facing the rocks, you take the snapshot. Here we can see 5 huge buildings from north to south. You can count 2 times, so 1, 2, and the second one on the top of it, you can take the picture. The icon is on top of it, so you can't see it from below. You can see a very tall radio tower from the parking lot. If you point your camera at it, you can see the icon. For this one you're probably gonna have lots of trouble finding it, so do this at night. Look at the bridge and look upwards from this side, and you see the icon from here. If you go inside the tennis court and point upwards to the top of this building, you can see the next snapshot. Also, from the tennis courts, if you point this way to northeast and a little upwards, you'll see the next snapshot. From this parking lot, if you look at this huge and white building, you can see the icon too. From the same huge white building, if you face not towards it but towards these trees and point your camera upwards, you'll see it. This right here is Hippie Shopper. If you look at it and point upwards, you'll see the icon. There's a festival sign right next to Dom's shop. Just look a little up from the festival sign and you'll be able to see it. Again, there's a sign over there. If you look at this final construction sign, you'll take the snapshot. We can see the huge white building I was talking about before. We can see a few rainbow signs over here and also the Wizard of Butt over here. If you point your camera at it, you'll see the snapshot. From this dot on the baseball court, look at the crane, point your camera and you can see the icon. This is the Van Gogh Hotel, which is right next to the baseball court, which you can purchase later on. The snapshot is in front of it. This is the same hotel but on the other side. At the very middle of it is the next one. There's a camera spawn location right over here. If you point your camera at this building, you can see the snapshot in front of it. On the same building but on the other side, if you point at the dome, you're gonna see the next icon. This one is super obvious. Just look for the huge donut which is right next to your safe house. This is super safe. From the entrance of the huge parking lot, if you look at it, you're gonna also see the icon. From here we can see a huge fence and also the medical hospital over there, and also this huge chimney. Right on top of the chimney is the next one. From the same building with the chimney, point at Chinatown and you'll see it. Look for this green and red entrance right next to your safe house, point your camera at it and take the picture. From the Exhumer gas station you can point your camera to the burger at Burger Shot. This is the huge San Fierro red bridge. On the side facing San Fierro you can see the icon on the second structure. From this same exact location, if you point your camera at this ship, you can take a picture without even seeing the icon. There is a submarine in San Andreas. If you did not know, this is the location. Point at it and take a picture. This is the San Fierro Pier 69, which also has a pizzeria right next to it. So let's take a picture. Right next to Pier 69 we can see a bunch of rocks. Point your camera at the rocks and bam! 32! This is the other huge bridge in San Fierro, which is right next to the police station. On the side facing San Fierro you can take a picture. I'm still pretty close to the bridge. If you point your camera at the clock tower you can see the next snapshot. I'm currently right behind the clock tower. If you point your camera at this bridge on the third structure you won't see an icon, but you're gonna take a snapshot. This one is pretty difficult to take a screenshot of. You can see the victim store in the distance and also the pizzeria. This is the valet parking hotel. Point your camera at the very top of it and you see the icon. You can see Michelle's place in the distance. If you go up this hill and point your camera at the funky looking hotel, you'll see the icon. There's a church right over here with a huge tunnel entrance. If you point your camera at the entrance or a little above it, you take a snapshot. This is my favorite looking road in San Fierro. If you point your camera downwards at the road, you'll see it. From the Exhumer billboard and the zip store you can point your camera at the statue and take a picture. For the next one you need to find a specific building, which is this. It has two entrances. Just enter this building, take a right over here and you'll see this structure. On this weird structure, a little above, you'll see an icon. There's a Clicking Bell store pretty close by. If you stay right next to the freeway sign and point your camera between these two buildings, you're gonna see the icon. This one is super high in the sky, so it's preferred to take it from pretty far away. So, come right over here and point your camera at this huge building. Right behind the same building you're gonna see this one. Just point your camera at it. Again, pretty high up is the next one. Come over here in the construction site at the very edge of it and look at this huge crane. On top of the cabin of the crane is the next one. This is the train station right in front of the Doherty garage. Point your camera here and snapshot it. From this spot we can see the highway and also two huge chimneys, and also the most important thing is these two fuel tanks. Take a snapshot of that. This is the import-export ship. If you stay right next to this barrier and look at the energy, point your camera upwards, you'll see the icon. This is the Exhumer gas station, which is right in front of the army base. If you point your camera at the X sign, you'll see it. And the last one could be a little bit tricky. If you enter this place, you're gonna get an instant wanted level, so do not do that. Stand right here at this exact spot, point your camera at the ship and take the snapshot. And with that, guys, the snapshot hunt is complete. Let me show you the rewards. First of all, as you saw already, you get 100 bucks for each snapshot you take, making it a total of 5,000 after every single snapshot. Separately from that, you get $100,000 as a bonus. And lastly, 4 weapons are gonna spawn at your Doherty garage safe house. First of all, you get a sniper rifle, a micro SMG, the shotgun and also grenades. These weapons here are gonna spawn here constantly, so they are infinite. And with that, guys, I put an end to this video. I hope you enjoyed, I hope it helped you out. For more collectible, guys, click on the screen and I'll see you in the next one.